What's up you guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be going through every single mod that I've done on the WRX because I know you guys ask a lot what mods I've done to the WRX and what just everything that's on it, from the wheels to what engine modifications and what exhaust setup I have. So today we're going to cover all of that in one video. But before we get into that, I just want to tell you who is not sponsoring this video. Octane. I say they're not sponsoring this video because they're not paying me, they're not compensating us in any way to shout them out in this video, but they did reach out to us and say, hey, these are the new features on our app, and I've talked to you guys about them before, and they reached out to us and they basically said, hey, these are the new features on our app, it would be awesome if you could let everybody know. And because I do have faith in Octane, I really enjoy the app. We've used it to host our 10K meetup. There's no other app out there that does it like Octane does it. And basically what they are, if you don't know, is they are a car meetup, or I guess car event app, and it's all 100% dedicated to finding car meets, car shows, cars events, anything related to cars that's happening in your area, anywhere in the US. They're a brand new company, but they're doing an awesome job so far. So what they actually have added in 2019 is they've added the ability to create your own garage where you can add your own cars, as many cars as you want, I think. And then you can give like you can add pictures of the cars, make a description, mod list, whatever you want to do. And then if you're actually RSVPing to an event or a meetup, you can say, I'm coming with this car. And so that way you can see what other cars are going to be there. So that is super awesome. And lastly is now the ability to add and create your own event. Before you had to actually contact them, email them about an event, set it up, and they would add it to their map. But now you can just press add, and then you can select between different categories like car meet, cars and coffee, car show, a cruise, or anything else like that, and add your own pictures, description, and set up your own car meet, as easy as that. And then anybody in the area can see it and come if they want to. So that is it, that's all I'm gonna say. So if you guys are interested, definitely go and download the Octane app. I would recommend it, but hey, that's just me. So anyways, let's just get into the video. Okay, so I have a whole list here on my phone because there's no way I would remember everything just off the top of my head. So I'm gonna be referring to my list, and if I forget anything that's not on this list, I will add it to the description of this video, so you can find this whole list in the description. We're gonna start with the exterior and then work our way through the rest of the car. So first off, we have, of course, the OLM CS style CF front lip. That's gonna be the carbon fiber front lip on the car, which, as you guys know, is pretty broken right now. So that'll get updated once the bumper gets updated. Next up, we have the Subispeed JDM front grille. That's basically the same as the regular grille, except it's all mesh instead of having a line down the middle, which of course changed in the 2018 refresh of the bumper anyways, but I still like mine better. OLM full LED light upgrade. So all of the LED lights on the car are OLM lights. And then of course, we have the infamous Morimoto LED Switchback C lights. Those things are awesome. One of my favorite things about the car is those lights, and those are original. Those are one of the first things that I did to the car, and they're still holding in strong. So that's pretty awesome. And then also the other thing that I did to the headlight housing was I spray painted them black. I think it's not matte black, it's the one right above matte. I think, I can't remember the name of it, but it's just a black spray paint, it is all it is. All right, still on the front bumper, we have the Subispeed JDM style switchback bezels. These are the glossy black LED bezels. And then also in those bezels, I have the Subispeed LED front turn signals. I think it's the smoked version, the tinted smoked version, to kind of hide those in with the black, gloss black. So I really like those. I always forget about those, that I even have those, but it's just because they're super stealthy, and I think they're pretty cool that way. And then staying in the light category, but moving to the back of the car, I have the Subispeed V2 taillights. Interesting fun fact, I actually tested these for Subispeed, and then once they actually did the full launch, I now have the full actual V2 taillights. Haven't had any condensation, haven't had any LED issues yet. Hopefully that won't happen. But all good so far. And then for the top of the car, I have the premium auto styling gloss black roof wrap. This one is a pretty common mod, but me and Jordan actually did it ourselves, and it's been on the car ever since. my car has been garaged the entire time that that's been on there, so it never really sits out in the sun at all. So it's still really in really good condition, but if your car does sit out in the sun, I would highly recommend changing out the wrap. I don't know. I would say probably 6 months, especially for the roof, because it's just getting baked in the summer if you're in California. So just a recommendation. I don't know how true that is, but. And then another small detail, I have the Subispeed gloss black WRX badges on the side of the car. Again, a really small thing, goes unnoticed, but I think it helps blend in the whole just look of the car, especially the side profile. And then, of course, we have the infamous RallyArmor Mud Flaps. I still have these on the car. I honestly always forget about those as well. I'm thinking about taking them off just because they've served their purpose. I've driven this car in the rain and they have helped tremendously, because I remember before I had them on the car, I would drive in the rain and I would just have these just long, crazy chutes of dirt up inside, up alongside the side of the car. So they really aren't just for, you know, looks. They really do help a lot. But I'm thinking about taking them off the car. So if you guys like the look of those, let me know. But otherwise, I'll probably take them off within the next refresh of this car. Okay, so now for the wheels, because I get a lot of comments and questions about these wheels. They are the Rota grids, matte black. They are considered rep wheels, just so you know. I'm sure you already did. Yeah, they're in the matte black and they're wrapped in the Michelin PilotSuperSports, not the PS4s that came out right after when I got these. They're just the regular PilotSuperSports. Raised black lug nuts. For the brakes, I have StopTech slotted rotors and Hawk, I think, street race pads or street pads, something like that. So that's what I have for the brakes so far. Oh, and then the size of the wheels, I almost forgot this. The size of the Rota grids are 18 by 9.5 plus 38 millimeter offset. And then the Super Sports are 265, 18 R35. I think that's the order you put it in. All right, so now we're gonna go on to the interior. This is a much shorter list, but some pretty cool stuff anyways. So pretty unnoticed, we have the DiodeDynamics tap to turn flasher. This is, I've gotten some questions about this where if it's just a little flasher, I guess you would call it. You plug into like underneath your steering wheel, and basically what it does is if you lock or unlock your car, it'll provide some like 20 seconds of approach lighting, I guess you would call it. So it just basically leaves your amber turn signals on for like 20 seconds at a time, and then they'll shut off. For the seats, we have the Corbo RRB race seats. These are awesome. I absolutely love these seats. They are the only race seats I've ever had, but they're my favorite. And moving on to the shifter. So this is gonna get pretty complex. So it's got the flossy shift knob. It's like a pearl blue. I think it was called the blueberry or something like that. And the knob is on a Boomba short throw shifter with a Perrin brass shifter bushing, and that's paired with a Boomba. It's a short shifter plate, and that is also paired with the Perrin shift stop. So that was really confusing. So we got the Boomba short throw shifter, Boomba plate, the Perrin brass bushing, and the Perrin shift stop. I think that's pretty much everything. All right, last but not least, we are moving on to the fun stuff, the performance modifications done to this car. To start off, we have the Cobb access port V3. Don't know if the V3 really even matters. They might have a newer one by now. We got the Cobb big SF intake. That thing is awesome. ETS, full turboback exhaust, and the setup I have on that is, it is muffled, it has the mufflers, it has no resonator and no catalytic converter. It's a Catless downpipe. All right, so in the engine bay, we have the Mishimoto TGV Deletes. We got the Torque Solutions EGR Delete. We have GrimmSpeed electronic boost controller. We got the Boomba recirculating bypass valve. And then moving down to the front of the car, we have the most recent mod, and that was the Perrin front mount intercooler, which comes with the coolant reservoir and the washer tank that are modified or a different size. You have to replace the stock ones so that you can make room for all the piping and stuff. So that's included in the kit. I had to cut my front bumper open, did another video on that if you guys haven't seen that one, and completely changed the look of this car and made the front of it look 10 times better. So really, really stoked about that one. And then also at the same time I put that in, I also put in the Cobb Flex Fuel kit so that I could go 85, which I have because I got the Pro Tune at Gimme Sport Tuning for, I think it was E50 to E55. I've said this before, but I think if I do 50% ethanol, or 50% E85 and 50% 91 octane, it'll put me about E57, I think. So that's what I've been running currently, is about E57. And by far, one of the craziest mods that I've done is going on E85 and then having that front mount intercooler. Those things are absolutely insane. I think I got everything. Oh, the last thing that I didn't mention was the coilovers. I am on Fortunato 510 coilovers. So that is it. That is my full setup as of right now. Everything I have on the car. Like I said, if I missed anything, I'll put it in the description of this video along with everything else. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video and the B-roll that I was able to get of the car. Just got it nice and clean, took it out, and took the Ronin out too, and just got some really nice clean shots for you to see everything. If you guys have any questions about the WRX, let me know, or about any parts or whatever. You shouldn't, because I got everything in the video. But if you do, obviously let me know and I will respond to those. As always, we are never finished, and we will catch you guys in the next one.